getting ready to go meet my family for dinner, so I just wanted to film a really cute look before I went out. So it's kind of an orangey purple mauve eye. So I just blended purple from the lower lid into kind of an orangey crease and lined it with some black liner. I have a very tan face and highlighted to the gods. I normally don't do this much tan. I use the Chanel, you guys know, my fave, holy grail. Chanel Soleil de Tan and that Becca highlighter in Moonstone. So I put that on the corner of my eyes and on my nose, cheekbones, really just honestly about everywhere. But if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look, just keep on watching, and I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I love you guys, and I'm really thankful for all of my followers that were small or mighty, and I really appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in and watching my links when I send them to you. So thank you guys so much. I love you, and thank you for letting me be here on YouTube. It's so fun for me, and I'm just excited to share what I know and have a little audience. So thank you guys. I love you, and yeah, stay tuned for the video. Bye! Okay, so I'm just starting off prepping my face with the classic Mario Badescu Rosewater Spray, and then I'm going right in with this lotion my friend Steph actually got me from Germany. If it's available in the States, I will link it down below, but it's fantastic, and you guys know I'm obsessed with international pharmacies. I think they're so cool. And so then I just jumped into my foundation and put a little bit of illuminizer underneath. So that is the NARS 413 Bleaker Illuminator. And I'm just mixing it with my IT Cosmetics CC cream, which I use basically on the daily, and just applying that mixed together. I think if you want to go for a luminous glow, the best thing to do is really just always build your products. So start with that kind of base and later add your cream or powder or both on top of it. And then I'm just going in with my Tarte Shape Tape. This is the shade Light Medium, and it is just a little too dark to kind of highlight with, so I'm just using that to cover up any blemishes. We all have them, but Tarte Shape Tape is fantastic just for little touch-ups or spot concealing. So this is an amazing product. It's very, very hyped, but honestly, I think it's worth it. It's one of the creamier concealers I've ever found. And then I'm just adding my NARS Creamy Concealer on the areas that I want to highlight, so the high points of the face, so under the eye, down the nose, sometimes I do the chin and the forehead, just to kind of give your face some dimension so it's not all one shade. And then I'm just blending that out with my Real Techniques little concealer brush. Okay, now on to the contour. I'm using my Chanel cream bronzer. It's my favorite, and one of the things I've actually recently learned is to always blend up when you are contouring. So you're gonna wanna make a line in the hollows of your cheeks and then just blend it up on the side of your face. You can kind of mimic a 3 or a backwards E. If you guys used to watch YouTube, you know the E3 used to be like the thing for contouring, but that's what you want to do. That's what I always tell my sister. So you're just getting the temples at the top of your face and under the cheekbones and under the jaw. So you're making that little 3 movement when you're contouring, and always blend up because you don't want to, you can kind of create a bearded look or kind of a shadow that just looks funny if you blend it down, and you're not going to get the effect you want. So just make sure you're always blending up and blend into the hairline. Then I'm just going in with my NYC eyelash curler. I really like this eyelash curler, and I think it was seriously like $2 on Amazon, so great buy. Then I'm just gonna add a little more bronze because I was really feeling the bronzer today. And I actually start contouring my eyelid with the bronzer. And since I do go over my face with this color, it kind of just looks like a natural tan and adds a bit of a shadow in the crease. So hot tip for y'all. I really like this bronzer because not only is it matte, but this one is the Hoola Light, so it's more of the right shade for me than the traditional Hoola, which I used to use in high school and stuff, but it is just a little bit too dark, even though it's great. I'm glad they made a lighter shade for the fair people out there like me. And if you do kind of have a medium complexion, you can actually use this as a pressed powder, and it's really great and mattifying. Okay, now I'm going in with my favorite ever eyeshadow base. This is by NARS, and I just add it with a flat top brush, and I'll make sure the color is linked down below. But I love this. I have two shades. One is more bronzy, and the other is more golden, and it's just so nice for eyeshadow. Okay, now back to the Chanel. I'm just adding that over top. I saw Patrick Starr do this in a video using the Chanel bronzer as a transition shade to kind of contour in the eye socket, and I just thought that was so cool. I love figuring out more uses for my products, especially ones that are kind of investment products like this one. But yeah, so I love this. It's a really great true contouring color because it does err on the cooler side. So I love that. And at the same time, it does add that warmth to the face, but it is cool tone. So it makes it really versatile. Now I'm just going in with Burnt Orange from the Modern Renaissance palette. And this is also a great transition shade. So just popping that over top and really making sure to blend it out. Then I just mixed raw sienna and burnt orange to kind of give it more of that natural gradation, and just did a little windshield wiper motion in the crease. Now I am taking Antique Bronze, which is that mauvey purple color I mentioned at the start of the video, and this is such a pretty color. I like it because it's not your traditional brown or black for a smoky eye, but it just gives you a really pretty kind of different smoked out look. And I think purple is great because I think it really picks up the color in your eyes, whether it's your eyes are brown or green or blue. So I think it kind of makes them pop. So then I'm just going underneath the lash line and making sure to connect those areas in the outer V and the lower lash line, so it looks a little bit more seamless, like a shadow, and just going in with a clean brush to blend it all out. That's one of the most important things I've learned from makeup artists when you're blending, to apply the color with one brush and then at the end go in and really buff it all out with a clean brush, so you're not going to have any diffuse color. You're just really blending it out and getting any excess off and making sure it all blends together seamlessly. Okay, and now I'm going in with my new favorite highlighter. It is the Becca highlight in Moonstone. And for so long, I didn't buy into the whole Becca highlighter hype because I love my Mega Glow highlighter from the drugstore. And honestly, I think this is good, but I don't know. I do like it. I used to not even want to use it, and now I do use it, but I still kind of favor my drugstore one. And I'm just making sure to use another clean brush when I'm applying this. And yeah, especially in that corner of the eye area, you want to make sure your brush isn't muddy with other colors, because that's just gonna kind of detract from the impact. That's not what you want. So You can really use any highlighter to do this. I think it's great to bring some light to the inner corners of the eye. And now I'm just going back in with my Hoola Light bronzer and going over that E3 area that I mentioned before to just add a little bit more color. And this is also gonna set the gel bronzer in place. Now I'm just popping my Dandelion blush. I hope this isn't expired because this was one of the first makeup products I ever got. It must have been freshman year in high school. I mean, I think I had some other little things before that, but this is one of the first like department store purchases I made. I remember I got this in those little Benefit eyeshadows. They used to be like loose pigment in the little vial. They're discontinued now, but those were the two things I bought. And yeah, I started using blush again because I think it's really cute to blend out with your bronzer for kind of more of a sun-kissed look. And now I'm just adding the highlight on top of that on my cheekbones. I like to do it last so you're not kind of wiping it off when you're doing the blush. And so I'm just making sure to get that little area around your eye that goes up into the temple, and so I'm getting the cheekbones and down the nose and just really any high points of your face. I like to go in with the highlighter. You can go in on the center of your forehead. I think that's a really cute look to add a little bit of shine there. And then just going over the Cupid's bow and sometimes the chin and definitely the nose because that's just the cutest look ever. I don't know why. Okay, now to make sure it all sets, I'm just adding my Pro Fix from MAC and obviously dancing it out because that's what you do when you're doing your makeup. Hello. So then I'm just going over all of this with a MAC. It's a liquid liner. It's really nothing special. I got it at Nordstrom Rack and honestly it was a little bit dried out, but I thought I was saving some bucks there. I don't know. It's okay. Any liquid liner will do. I really like my NYX one as well, and that is very cheap at Ulta. And now I'm going in with my favorite mascara. This is the Lash Paradise by L'Oreal Paris, and I love this. It has been my replacement for the Dior Show mascara, which was my favorite mascara for a long time, but it's $30 and honestly it was time for that. So now I'm just fixing up my eyebrows. I'm using my Anastasia pencil in the color, I believe it is the taupe. I'll have everything linked down below, but just making sure to get the ends of the eyebrows where they kind of naturally fade out. And at the front, you're gonna wanna draw a straight line and make sure that just goes into the arch naturally. And then at the front of your brow, you can do some feather light strokes. You don't wanna put most of your product at the front. You should really have it towards the tail of the brow where it just gets lighter naturally because you're kind of just adding a little bit to what you already have. You don't want to just draw a harsh line in the front, if that makes any sense at all. And now I'm going in with my Oribe texturizing spray. This is great stuff. It does kind of do the job of a dry shampoo, but it adds a lot of volume. And now I'm just overlining my lips slightly with Cultured by MAC, one of my favorite go-to liners, and that was really the final step in the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you subscribe for more. Happy holidays, and I love you guys so much. Bye!